Kayla and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Thank you so much for stopping by to check out this video. As you can tell by the title, we are going to be doing a August monthly stationery favorites video. That's a mouthful to say, but that is what we're going to be doing today. I am so excited. I used to love doing monthly favorites videos back in the day when I first started on YouTube. For this video, I'm going to solely focus on stationery things, and maybe in a separate video, if that's something that you guys are interested in, I will do like my other favorites of the month, which would be like skincare, makeup, stuff like that. But for today, we're only going to talk about the stationery bits and bobs. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy this video. Without any further ado, let's just get right into it. All right, so starting off strong with my first favorite of the month, it would have to be my standard TN. I am so obsessed with this thing. Next to my passport TN, it is one of my favorite planners of all time. I don't know how I made such a 360 from saying that I would never use a standard TN again to now using it and loving it and wanting to bring it into 2026 with me. I am just very obsessed with this. I'm not going to open it or do too much because you guys have already seen this planner in my last, if you watched my last video, you have already seen this planner. I'm going to do like a separate in-depth flip through of this once I catch up in it and you know I'm on track. I will do like a full breakdown of all the inserts and how I have it set up and everything. But yeah, this is literally like the best thing. I love it so much. I do want to get another cover. Fall is approaching and Halloween. I want to get a different color cover. I'm thinking of either getting a black one or maybe like the brown leather. I haven't decided yet, but when I do get that, I will do an unboxing and setup with you guys. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, I'm definitely obsessed with this and I'm so happy that I moved back into a standard TN. The next favorite item I have is my Smart Fit pencil pouch. I have had this for so long now. I think I got this back in 2020 or 2021. And I have been in love with it ever since. I switched between a couple of different pencil pouches, but I switched over to this one and it just has the essentials in it, or all the tools that I kind of need throughout the day if I'm going to be bringing my planner with me when I'm out and about. So this is what it looks like. It is a lot, like as you can see, it is fully like stocked up, but it's not too bulky. Like it still is like pretty, you know, it's not too fat. Like this can easily slip into my bag or anything that I'm bringing with me. It's a nice size. So when I bring my planner to work, I literally just bring these two, slip them in my bag, and it doesn't take up too much space. So yeah, love this very, very much. While we are on the topic of pens, I have a couple of pens to go over. So I'm going to start off with my ballpoint pens. I am a hardcore ballpoint pen girly. I used to be a gel pen girly, and I have so many gel pens that I still love and use from time to time, but ballpoints are where it's at for me. I know a lot of people have their qualms about ballpoint pens. A lot of people say like, oh, that's like an office pen, or it's like it reminds me of like if I have to do business at the bank or something like that. But for me, it has the opposite effect. Like I love them so much. It writes so smoothly. I think I prefer the 0.7 just because, which is unusual for me because I don't normally like a thicker tip pen, but the 0.7 writes so smooth. The 0.5 writes really nice too, but it's just not as smooth as the 0.7. Which is crazy because I tend to use the 0.5 more in my standard TN just because I feel like it looks more clean versus like if I were to use the 0.7 in my standard TN with how I plan, it can look very cluttered, which I don't like. So I tend to grab the 0.5 to use in my standard TN, but for everything else I'm using the 0.7 because it just writes better. But they're amazing pens. I love these. I am trying to refrain from buying all the colors, like the different color bodies. You can just take the like untwist it and then refill it with whatever, you know, refill goes into it, so it doesn't really make sense for me to buy the other colored bodies, but I want them all. I want all the colors. They have like a dark purple, which I did have, but I gave it to my sister. They have an olive green, they have a red. I believe I do have the beige color, but I can't find it right now. It's somewhere about, but yeah, these are my favorite ballpoint pens of all time. I use them all the time. The next two pens I have are my TWSBI fountain pens. These are the best fountain pens I have ever used. I haven't used a bunch of fountain pens, to be honest, but out of the ones that I have used, these are the best, and they're affordable. They're not gonna break the bank if you want to try a fountain pen. The two that I have are both extra fine nibs. I prefer the extra fine. I used to be a fine nib girly, but I don't know, the extra fine just looks better to me. I have this one inked up with the ATRAMENTIS document black ink, I believe. It's not the blackest of black inks, but it's black. It does the job. And I just like how smooth it writes, and the ink is consistent and it doesn't look, you know, too thick. For this one, I mainly use this pen if I'm sending like pen pal letters. The ink in it is so fun. This pen has the Organic Studios nitrogen ink, and it's like a shift ink, so it changes from blue, I believe, to like a kind of shimmery purple once it dries, which is so cool to me, and I'm obsessed with this. I only bought a sample of this ink, so I don't know if I'm going to repurchase a big bottle or just continue buying samples, but I don't think I'll ink this pen up with any other ink besides the one that's currently in there, because I just love it so much. I am obsessed with this. I'm obsessed with both of these. They're like really, really good. Amazing pens, honestly. So those are definitely my favorites for this past month. All right, the next thing I want to show you guys is my Canon printer. I'm actually going to print some pictures right now so that you can see how it works, but my friend Hannah convinced me to buy this because she had one, and I love how she does her journaling. She will like print pictures from the day and journal about each thing that happened, which I absolutely love. I got this back in March, and I've only used it a couple of times since because I haven't really touched my journal, but I'm trying to get back into it. So I wanted to pull this out and share it because I honestly do think it's a really good product. I think I paid $129 for it, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to double check that. It is a little bit up there in price, but I think it's worth it if you like to have pictures and stuff in your planner. The cool thing about the paper that it's printed on is that it's sticker paper, so you could just peel off the back and stick it in. You don't have to use any glue or any tape. I'm going to show you guys how it works. So first thing, we're going to turn it on, and once you turn it on, the status button will blink and then it will stop blinking so that you know that it's on. In order for this to work, you do have to have an app on your phone. It's called the Selphy app. So you would just click that, and then this is what it looks like when you open it up. I always do collage because when you print them at full size, they can be a little bit bigger than I would normally like. So I always do collage. And then you just go in and pick your 2 photos. So, or however many photos you want. I'm going to print photos from when I went to the Cape. So I'll do this one, and then I'll do this one. And then you just hit OK, and then this is what it would look like. So I would normally do like a border just so there's a little bit of space in between the photos so I know where to cut at. So I think that's good. I'll do a border like that, and then I hit the check. Once you're happy with however it's set up, you're just going to hit the print button. You will have to join the Wi-Fi that's connected to the printer. Now it's printing. That's what it looks like when it's printing. And then this prints in different 4 different rounds, so it does each color. So first it would be the yellow, then it would do the fuchsia or magenta, I believe. I'm not sure what color that is. And then it does the cyan. And then glass, it does like the grays and the blacks or whatever. And you just pull it out. And that is what it looks like all printed out. Super easy to use. I love this. And then your phone will ask you if you want to continue editing. You'll either hit yes or no. I always do no because I'm done. And then that's pretty much it. And this is again printed on sticker paper. So you could just cut around and stick it, peel the backing off and stick it in your planner or your journal. I'll be using this printer a lot because I recently started a reading journal. So I'm going to print out the book covers from this little thing and I will use them to stick into the reading journal. And yeah, and then to just turn it off, you just hold down and it shuts off. So it's really easy to use. I am obsessed with it. I love it so much and I will definitely be using it more, especially with the fall season coming up. I feel like I'll be more inclined to journal and stuff because it'll be like nice and cozy and it'll just be fun. So I'm looking forward to that. So last but not least, I wanted to share with you guys my TCMC plastic envelopes. As you can see, the girl is obsessed, okay? I have 4 in 4 different sizes and I just love these so much. They're the perfect way to store stickers in my opinion, and you could travel with them. They don't take up too much space. As you can see, even if you stuff it with stickers, it's still not super bulky, and I'm very happy with these. I can't get enough. So I have the A5 size, or I don't know if this is A5 or large, but it's the bigger one. Then I think this one is A6. I think this one is small or pocket, and then this one is small. I don't remember the exact dimensions, but they're each like a different size. And I just love them. This one holds all of my TCMC die cut stickers. I have a bunch in here, so they all go in there. And then I have in here my little icon stickers from TCMC. And then I have some like functional stickers that I grab a lot. So I just keep them in here for easy access. And then in here, I have all my Randy.plan stickers. Not all of them, but most of them are in here. I'm not gonna take them all out because I don't wanna organize them again later. But this house is all of them and they fit perfectly. You could stand them upwards or put them on the side and they fit in here perfectly. And then the last one holds all of my soft paper studio stickers. And it is absolutely perfect. And I love these so much. And I bring these with me to work if I need to, or if I'm traveling or whatever the case may be. And again, like I said, they don't take up a lot of space in my bag. They're very easy and just great, honestly and truly. Oh, let me show you guys the back because each one has a different design. So that's what the small one looks like. And this one. This one. And then this one. And I love these. And like I said, very, very durable. So you can throw them around and they'll be fine. And those are my little plastic Coffee Monsters Co. envelopes. Love them. Okay, everyone, that is the end of today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comments if you guys want to see more monthly favorites. Like I can do one for September and October and so on and so forth. And yeah, I would love to do these types of videos for you guys because I had fun filming this and I like to share my little stationery things with you all. And please let me know in the comments down below what favorites you have for the month. If there's anything that you want to share with me, I would love to know. And that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys have a good one and see you in the next video. Bye!